Thank you. Awesome. So good evening, everyone, and welcome to the 70th Annual University of Miami Student Media Awards. This event is brought to you by Alpha Epsilon Rho, our student media outlets on campus, including Distraction, the Ibis, the Miami Hurricane, and UMTV, the Media Management Association, and the School of Communication Department of Journalism and Media Management. I'm Brianna Ross, the outgoing student station manager of UMTV, and before we proceed with the show, a reminder to all, please silence your cell phones, but you can still take photos, and you can even use the flash. Also, we will not be stopping to take photos during the awards presentation, so Gianna will be taking photos at the end, so you can grab your plaque, and you can take photos at the end with the backdrop, emphasis on at the end, so don't stop during the program. And if you want to take your picture with the award at the end, again, at the end, great. Now, enjoy the ceremony. Hi. Oh, you're not feeling well? Oh no, it's okay, don't worry about it, it's okay. Look out for your health, we'll figure it out. Okay, feel better. All right, bye-bye. Ugh. What is going on here, Ezzy? All of our hosts are calling out sick. Shut up, what are we gonna do?
I'm calling Alex.
No answer?
No answer. There's only one thing that we can do now. Only one guy that we can turn to.
You don't mean.
I do. We have no other choice.
Do you really think he can do it?
Yes, I do.
Danny.
Brianna, what's up?
Danny, no time for small talk. All of our hosts called out sick. We need you to fill in.
Fill in, but for what shows?
All of them.
What about Off the Wire? I'm in the middle of... Yeah, let's go.
Coming up on Sports Desk, athletes score points and win lots of money. That's all it took? That was easy.
F!
Hey y'all, welcome back to Hella Shade. I'm Danny LaRose, and today we're going to be talking about Cardi B versus Nicki. Who's the better singer and who's thicker? And Cuba Gooding Jr. is in Terrence Howard is in a new movie. What do they have in common? I don't know.
Boo.
That's not dope.
Yeah.
So next is Pulse.
Medical show?
No.
Music show?
Nope.
And what kind of pulse are we talking about?
Like the pulse of Miami, finger on the pulse, the heart.
Sure, that's cute. Okay, whatever. What do I got to do for it?
Yeah, I still don't know what the show is about. And now, kick back, relax, and enjoy some satellite sounds mixed with the moans of a dying beached whale. Because that's all we play on WVUM 90.5 FM. So we're done?
Not quite. We had a few more people call out.
So what do I do?
What are they asking for?
Sony Z150, a hand mic, Re50B, headphones, a Sackler Ace tripod, a Sony PXW.
Okay, just give them half of what they asked for and make sure the boom pole is broken.
What if they come in 10 minutes late with their stuff?
Suspend them.
But
Suspend them.
Is there a football player's sex tape I can watch? No? Then what am I doing here?
Hey, what do you like to write about?
Hard news, long-form journalism.
Okay, how about you put together a top 10 list of your favorite sex positions to do in college for us?
I don't know about that.
Oh, okay. Anybody want to read one?
good afternoon, Hurricanes. That's it? You guys do this every day?
En Miami, vámonos.
Vamos, nene, tenemos 2 minutos.
¿Qué estás
haciendo? Ahora, estamos en vivo.
Siempre
eres tarde, siempre.
feo.
¡Cállate! 1, 2, 3.
Hola y bienvenidos a Uni Miami. Yo soy Daniel Rose. En las noticias hoy, Daddy Yankee tiene una nueva canción. Muchas gracias y buenas noches.
Come on, Danny. Next show.
Great. Right this way, Danny.
All right, sweet. This door, right?
No, not that one.
Hey, you! You want a yearbook? Oh, no, I'm good. Just wrong door.
Are you gonna come back?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, okay. Well, I can wait. I'll be here.
Okay, I'm gonna go now. Breaking news, the Mueller report clears Donald Trump of all charges. You've already known about it for 3 weeks. News Vision is covering it just now.
Oh, hey, Alex. Yeah, that was like 2 days ago, Alex. That should have sailed. Thanks.
Done. Every single thing done. I'm all hosted out.
Well, there's one more thing.
All right, where are we going? Studio C? Shalala?
Shown Hall.
Who's the cheapo that didn't spend any money and rented out Shoma Hall?
All right, Danny. If this is anything like Off the Wire, you're gonna make a great host.
You really think so?
Yeah.
You haven't seen the show either, have you?
Good luck.
I'm Sam Turilli, and welcome to Com 250. I'm Danny LaRose, and yeah, you get that. I'm Danny LaRose, and welcome to the Student Media Awards. And think of the Student Media Awards as below the Emmys, a few rungs below the Student Emmys, not quite the NBS Awards, and way less important than your JMM 245 grade. Now you've got what this is. But in reality, 2019 was a huge year for for UM Media as a whole. Think of UMTV Sports Desk. They won an Emmy this year. Give it up for them. So finally, they have something to brag about that isn't just a 3-year-old package about why concussions are bad. Listen, Erica, you did a fantastic job with that, I promise you. But if I have to see it in any one more of my classes, I'm gonna think that Sports Desk was off the air for the last 3 years. But now they can just brag about how they have an Emmy for the next 3. So we're good. The Miami Hurricane also won some national recognition thanks to one very stupid football player's penis. Yeah! Now, the Miami Hurricane story about N'Kosi Perry posting a video of himself having sex on Snapchat was picked up by some major outlets. AP, Bleacher Report, USA Today. Great work, guys. Really, give it up. But word on the street is that Josh White still watches the video about every night, for reasons. All right, but there are so many great groups here tonight representing student media. Is Ibis Yearbook here? They're not? Fantastic. That means I can really go in. Listen, they just want you to know that they're still taking senior portraits. So if you haven't taken it, please, for the love of God, come take your senior portrait. They're looking for a full dozen this year. Big goals. Now, I can only assume that WVUM is tripping on acid right now and screeching into some microphones so they can add some content to their music library. Okay, all right. Otherwise, they'd be here. But Emmy Velez is here, so thankfully we have the station manager, the most important member of WVUM. You may know her as the station manager. You may know her from her time in alumni relations or as a member of Iron Arrow or for relentlessly campaigning for a failed student government ticket. As if student government actually matters. All right. Listen, Emmy, did you ever wash that switch-up shirt that you wore every single day for 2 weeks? Yeah, that's what I thought. All right, hey, Distraction's here, right? Yeah, Distraction Magazine, they are here. Otherwise known as that thing that Justin Stevens' girlfriend runs. Yeah. But in all honesty, Distraction makes a fantastic magazine. They have really beautiful spreads, they have interesting stories, and they really make a magazine worth reading. It's a shame that the only people who actually read it are the comm school maintenance people on their midnight smoke break. Sad. I get it. I'm making fun of a lot of people's really hard work simply because they don't get much of an audience. And this is a school where the football team can't even get kids to come to games unless they can get their stomachs pumped pregame. And that's a football team that won a whole 7 games. It's not a lot. And my show on UMTV is not free of criticism either. You may know me from Off the Wire, UMTV's late night sketch comedy show. Yeah. Woo. See all the people supporting me from Off the Wire? There's 5 of them. And you know, whenever we run into an issue where we don't have an audience, we just invite Neville Papperman back on the show. 3 times. 3 times. All right, but truly, UMTV is a great place to get involved with things on campus. If you want to meet girls, join Pulse. If you don't want to be challenged in any way whatsoever, join Pulse. If you know Spanish, join Uni Miami. If you don't know Spanish, you can still join Uni Miami. If you've never held a camera before, please, anyone, just join Uni Miami. They need bodies. If you love sports and you love working with Professor Juleby, we'll scratch that last part. That doesn't exist. I love this crowd. Speaking of professors, Winston Warrior, is he here? No? Oh, well, too bad. He's known as the dope professor, and he's also the faculty advisor for the culture. And I wasn't going to make fun of the culture because I really, really wanted him to give me a good grade in class this semester, but I have no morals. I can't pass up this opportunity, though. My favorite part of the culture is the round table, where Landon Coles does his best Don Lemon impression and just talks really fast over everyone. The best part about the round table is that there's always that one poor white kid who they bring on to talk about some super racially charged topic. And so this poor soul just keeps their mouth shut, because what the hell do we know about, lack of opportunity in low-income black communities? But for that matter, what the hell do you guys know about it either for a round table full of people wearing Apple Watches and Calvin Klein suit jackets? Listen, okay. All right. I know. That said, I think I'd be a really good on the round table, because I have a very foreign point of view, punctuated by the fact that I don't know who Nipsey Hussle is still. And I may say dumb stuff at the table, but at least I won't call you all racist and then track you down to your place of work afterward. Yeah, you guys can all talk about it later. It's some gossip, whatever, NBD. More professors. Boreana Treadwell is here. Give it up. Yeah, that's all because they know, that you're here. Listen, I don't get why she gets such a bad rap, though. She's really not tough. She's a softie, trust me. And if you have a problem with her and think that she's too harsh, just remember, she was raised in the unforgiving cold of the Soviet Union, so she's probably got some Bulgarian mob ties or something. And also, her husband is like 6'10", so yeah, pick your battles, guys. Ed Juleby, as we know, is in the house. So the great thing about him is he has no clue who I am, because I'm a lazy jerk, and I avoid all journalistic effort possible. And so I have never had to work with him. But from what I hear, if you ever want to be told that everything you've ever made is hot garbage, take this guy. And previously right here, I had a joke calling out journalism as a profession, but apparently people who make journalism their profession don't like people undermining their careers. So I'll just say this, that journalism is a very important vocation, and the world needs you guys. They need you to tell the story of the people, to tell a story of us. Because democracy dies in darkness if we don't allow journalists to pump their political opinions down our throats. But journalism needs us because of very reasons like that one. From polarizing publications to fake news, we're in a time where there's a desperate truth for information in an age of disinformation. And new crap like you guys is needed year after year. And listen, if you don't enjoy the 10-hour workdays and the minimum wage salary, you can always make like your colleagues and just do PR. Or worse, become a journalism professor. I'm never getting an A again. This is all worth it. All right, and tonight speaking, we have one of those people, a real-life journalist who graduated 4 months before I was born. And now that I've made him feel old, I can make fun of him. Xavier Mercado works for CNN as an executive producer of their morning show, New Day, a show that I'm sure we all watch because what college student doesn't want to wake up at 6 in the morning for a cable news program? Also, their time slot is 6 to 9, so nice one, Javi. But he's dabbled in way more than CNN. He worked at the Today Show, and his first gig out of college was at NBC6, currently Miami's lowest rated local news channel. I'm not pointing fingers here, Javi, just saying you could have left things better than the way you found them. All right. Sheesh. He's also a lifetime member of the National Lesbian and Gay Journalists Association, and coincidentally on the advisory board for the Provincetown Film Festival. So no surprise there. For those of you unfamiliar with Provincetown, it's basically like the San Francisco of Cape Cod. And really, though, we're lucky to have him speaking to us because his experience, his know-how, it's worth like 2 whole JMM classes put together, so it's pretty worth it. All right, well, that's it for me. And now for a man who needs no introduction because I'm still not quite sure who he is, Associate Dean Paul Driscoll.
Well, thank you. I don't know who he is either. So, good evening. One thing I'm sure everyone in this room knows is that when Boreana gives you a script and says, don't go off the script, she means it. And so I have the script that she provided and fully intended to follow it until I heard that Xavier Mercado called me an old timer. So, in my introduction of Hav, I just want to let you know that he works for CNN, which means he is indeed a purveyor of false news and likely an enemy of the people. Now I'll go to Boreana. Xavier Mercado was born and raised in Miami and is a Cane with a very strong tie to the University of Miami and the School of Communication, where he graduated before many of you were born 20 years ago. Then he got not 1, but 2 master's degrees, an MBA from Fordham University, and a Master of Science in Human Resource Management from New York University. His very first job in journalism was at ABC affiliate WPLG, and then at the NBC affiliate in town, WTVJ, where Javi was the assignment manager. He was involved in covering several national stories, such as the search for the 9/11 terrorists, the controversial 2000 presidential elections, and the Elian Gonzalez saga. Some of us remember that coverage. In 2001, Javier was hired by NBC and quickly promoted to senior editor, managing domestic and international news coverage for the NBC News Division and MSNBC. He was directly involved in breaking several national stories, such as the Space Shuttle Columbia disaster in 2003. He was also involved in managing the network's political coverage for the 2004 presidential election and the 2006 midterm elections as senior political editor. Javi also assisted with the planning of the network's overseas coverage of the war in Iraq. He spent 11 years at NBC, the last 4 years as supervising producer on the top-rated morning news program, The Today Show. In this role, he won not 1, but 2 Daytime Emmy Awards. From NBC, Javi moved to the Latina magazine, where he was the vice president of business development and communications. And today, Javi Morgado is the executive producer of CNN's morning show, New Day, with Allison Camerata and John Berman. He's responsible for overseeing the editorial production and strategic vision for 15 hours of live programming on CNN every week. That's a huge appetite. Javi was part of CNN's team recently honored with the prestigious Edward R. Murrow Award for continuing coverage of Hurricane Maria in Puerto Rico. Javi is a lifetime member of the National Lesbian and Gay Journalists Association. He is also a lifetime member of the National Association of Hispanic Journalists, as well as a member of the Radio Television Digital News Association and the National Association for Multi-Ethnicity in Communications. He also serves on several different boards, including the Dean's Visiting Committee at the UM School of Communication. It's our pleasure and my personal pleasure to welcome Javi back to the University of Miami and our 2019 Florida Communication of the Year speaker. Javi?
Hi, gang. So I feel like I should revert to my professor mode and not read the damn script that I wrote. Danny, great job. You have a great job ahead of you in late night. I have friends that run Colbert if you need a job.
If he's still there.
Yeah, you might be. Anyway, I wanted to thank everybody. Paul, I've known you for a long time, and I feel like weird calling you Dean because you were always Professor Driscoll to me, but thank you for the nice introduction. Boriana, thanks for inviting me. We used to be colleagues, believe it or not, at CNN, and I only knew her through email. And then here we are years later, and she's helping you guys create some magic. And then Dean Shepard, I don't even know what to say other than thank you for all that you've done for 8 years of leading the school in such a great way. I consider you a friend and somebody that's just tried to help you in any way that I can. And you've done a kick-ass job, and there's just no other words for it. So thank you. So any good journalist takes notes, and I made a point of everywhere I travel in my phone, I actually make a log of the places I go and where I go eat and what I go do. So when the dean told me he was going to go retire and his first trip was Maui, within hours you had a list, did you not? Minutes. Okay, good. So congratulations on your retirement. All right, so it's really awesome to be back home. This place is so special to me and nostalgic, and I can't remember, God, it was 20 years ago when Mom and Dad were at my graduation with both my grandmas, and they're both gone now. And now I have 4 awesome nephews and nieces that didn't even exist when I went to school, and my brother and sister and brother-in-law here, and it's just really awesome to be home talking to you guys, and hopefully I can impart a little bit of wisdom about what's ahead and how to navigate this crazy thing called a career. The last award that I won here was at this actual event. I was telling Boriana this used to be a fancy dinner at the Hyatt down in Coral Gables. And we used to have to pay to go. So if you won an award, you had to pay like $55 to go get it. But it was a really cool thing, and I love to see, you know, what you guys did with your little spoof off the top and Danny's roasting of everybody. We didn't have that much fun, so it's actually, it made me laugh a lot. All right, so I want to really truly dedicate tonight, I'm going to take this a little serious just because I work in the news business where everything's so damn depressing, and dedicate this award to journalists that are in harm's way every day. I think about my job, and I have the safety of a control room in New York and a studio and security guards and police officers that protect us from doing our job every day. And there are people right this very minute in Venezuela trying to cover a really, really crazy unfolding story at this minute that are in harm's way. And so I just want to dedicate it to people like them that are doing the hard work of journalism and risking their lives to do it. So I was telling the faculty before we started that about 2 hours ago I was in a hotel room, like a good producer would, writing this script, because I don't believe in writing something way in advance. It's got to feel like it's from the heart. So I wanted to write what I was feeling today as I was coming back here to come talk to you guys. And as I was sitting ready to type, I got a bulletin through CNN's internal email that we had been taken off the air in Venezuela because the Maduro regime wants to suppress free speech and not allow what it is that we're documenting in real time to be shown to the Venezuelan people. And obviously in a country like that, they control state media, and it's not like here where you guys can take control of the airwaves and just put whatever you want on. It doesn't work that way in a lot of places around the world, especially where my parents are from, in Cuba, in Venezuela, in North Korea, in China. I can go on and on. And so that hurt me today, and it's happened to us before where we were taken off the air. But there are still people streaming CNN's content on digital phones and apps, and I don't know how long that's going to last, but we've got a situation that's pretty crazy. Within the last hour, as I was getting out of the car here, President Trump threatened the government of Cuba for intervening in the situation in Venezuela, accusing it of having soldiers on the ground that are trying to reinforce the Maduro regime for staying in power. The Secretary of State, within the last hour, said that Maduro was ready to get on a plane. A plane was fired up, and U.S. military and intelligence tells us that they were about to board him on a plane so that he could leave the country, basically removing himself from power and go to Cuba. And apparently the Russian government asked him to stay. So now we've got an international diplomatic cluster, you know what, between the United States, Russia, Cuba, Venezuela, and I'll keep going. And do we think we're ready? Do we think we know what's going to happen next? We don't. And so it takes me to my next point, which is transparency. This government, since the Trump administration's been in power, we've seen a dramatic shift in what it is that we as journalists can do. Asking just basic questions in a briefing room, like we're sitting right here. If you guys have never been to the White House, the Brady briefing room was named after Brady, who was then President Reagan's press secretary who was shot during the assassination attempt. And that room means a lot to people like me. It's the only checks and balances that we have in asking questions of the people that run our country. And in the last 50 days, there has been no White House briefing. This is not meant to be a speech rebuking Donald Trump. This is meant to be a speech about what it is that the First Amendment stands for. It's in our Constitution. We, as American people, should demand it. Not just you guys that want to be journalists, and those of you that don't, you should support this as well. But there's a big problem. In the past 200 days, there have only been five White House briefings where we, as journalists, can ask questions. As you guys know, the president tends to pick outlets that are favorable to his way of thinking and are friendly and don't ask him tough questions. So for the record, CNN, since he became president, has not had a single interview with the president of the United States. And yet when he was a candidate, we gave him a nice little town hall with his entire family, Melania, Ivanka, all the kids, to talk about what his platform was. So it doesn't work the same way now that he's president, and that's a shame. There's so much that bothers me right now. I'm really proud to work at a place like CNN, and the reason why is we have over 4,000 people around the world that are just doing the stories that matter to all of you. We have one simple mission. It's really simple: to hold people in power accountable, which is why I'm talking about the lack of transparency at the White House. It's to tell the truth. It's to produce quality journalism. That's it. We just value the First Amendment. That's all it's there for. So as I think back to my time here, and it's really hard for me to sort of rewind the clock to 20 years ago, because like Paul said, many of you weren't around. But it's very easy for me to put myself back in your shoes, because I totally remember how scared shitless I felt minutes before graduation. I still remember telling my mom and my grandma the day that I was graduating, I'm like, I don't know what's next. I struggled to get my first job in TV. You know, that resume that sounds somewhat impressive, I struggled. I really did. And that was back in the tech boom of the 90s. Today, it's just as hard to get a job. There are only so many media outlets. There's so many people that want to do what I do. But you guys have to stay fearless and stay committed to what it is your dream is, because if you let that go, you know, there's nothing that I can tell you to help you other than to say, don't let it go. I'm really humbled by the realization, as Paul sat there and sort of read what was too long of an intro for me, humbled that I'm living my dream. I could tell you that I'm not lying when I think about being in these very classrooms. Granted, it was an old crappy building, not this fancy building, and thinking, I don't know what's next. And I had a dream and I knew what I wanted to do, but I didn't know how I was going to get there. And now I'm doing it, and every day I'm doing it, and it's not lost on me, every single job that I've had, that it's an incredible responsibility that doesn't last forever. And as long as I have it, I remain committed to everything that I've just talked about: transparency, holding government leaders accountable, and quality journalism. There's no need to recite my resume because Paul did that, but I do want to take a minute here to thank my family, and most of you saw them sitting in the second row. My mom and dad are both Cuban immigrants that came here fleeing a country like Venezuela that was going through a lot of stuff. And mom and dad had a dream, and that dream was just to be in a place that could let them have their dream and let us have ours. They instilled in us the value of a higher education, the importance of a strong work ethic, and the power of perseverance. That's the immigrant spirit. And sadly, we've got someone in the White House that doesn't respect that. My mom and dad did an incredible job raising the three of us. My brother and sister are also here tonight. And they're four beautiful kids that I've already talked about. And they're the ones that give me hope. Because when I look at them and I look at you guys, I know that things can change. There's a famous saying, the storm too shall pass, and it will. I've had a lot of teachers and professors and mentors along the way that played an immeasurable role in my life, both when I was in school and after, and I consider Greg to be one of them. I'm truly grateful for them showing me the possibilities that existed. And I think the beauty of a teacher, now that I am a teacher as well, is they've unlocked the potential that they see in you. And sometimes I feel like you struggle to see what it is that you actually bring to the table. And now that I'm on the opposite side and I'm teaching kids at Columbia that are in grad school that want to be the next me, I help them see with a mirror what they cannot see. So I know it's fun to poke fun at your professors, but they really make a difference in your life. And I'll be the first to say that you guys should give everyone sitting in this front row a round of applause for what they do for you. All right, I'm close to wrapping, I promise. Technology will continue to change. Media companies will come and go, but there will always be a demand for quality journalism. I can only tell you one thing, which is to focus on writing. It doesn't matter what any of you do in this room. If you're a really good writer, it will open the doors to every opportunity that you want. I can tell you that it's worked for me. And again, whether you're in front of the camera or behind the scenes, it really doesn't matter, because great storytellers, as Danny exhibited a minute ago, are in high demand. Your passion for the craft of journalism should burn like a fire inside of you. Your appetite for news should be insatiable. Every minute, the fact that I'm not with my phone right now really bothers me because I want to know what's going on. And an appreciation for history, and I feel like that's lost today with our leader, in knowing and understanding why things matter and context. You know, we look at the events of the last couple of weeks, and I can tell you on a personal level, there's nothing more defeating than doing my job every day and waking up to another terror attack somewhere in the world. And it really sucks to be the person that has to make sense of it, that has to cover the person that did it, and more importantly, the people that died because of it. That's my job every day, whether it's Sri Lanka, New Zealand, a synagogue in Southern California. It hurts. As a human being, it hurts. And that's where I think, again, as a journalist, you sort of draw from this courage from within to just keep going. And that's what I've been doing for almost 21 years. But I'm a human being, and that stuff affects you after a while. So I want you guys to really think as you go forward and embark on your careers about your personal brand and your integrity. There's nothing more important in your career than that. The minute you jeopardize that, you're done. Remember to build a board of directors, and this is a bit of advice that I got from one of my mentors along the way. Everywhere you work, and Paul rattled off a million places that I've worked, I'm still friends with people that help me. My very first recommendation letter came from a woman named Nancy Ross, who was an executive producer at WPLG Channel 10. In 1994, I was her intern. I am still friends with her. She lives in New York, she's retired, and she helped me in so many ways, as did a million people that I could keep naming. But they are my personal board of directors. And as you go along, you're always going to find people that believe in you, latch onto them, treasure those relationships, and have them be the people that tell you what you don't want to hear. Because too often we're surrounded with people that just tell us what we want to hear. You don't need that. You need people that tell you what you don't want to hear. How to make it better, how to be more aware of what you don't know. So dream big. Don't let rejection let you down. Ariana Huffington's a great example of it. 19 times she was told by banks in London that she couldn't get funding for the Huffington Post. The 20th time, she got a yes. If you give up, you're leaving money on the table. You're leaving your dreams on the table. So I want to leave you with this, and I mean this when I say it. Your success is my success, and I hope that mine is yours. Thank you.
Thank you, Javi, and congratulations again. It was interesting to note how terrified you were come graduation, because there was never a doubt in our mind that you were something very, very special, and you've shown us that that was true. So congratulations. Next, we have the Senior Awards for Academic Excellence. They're presented each year to one graduating student in each major. The Department of Journalism and Media Management has 4 majors, and so it's my pleasure to name the recipients of our 4 outstanding undergraduate seniors. So here we go. The outstanding senior in Media Management is Alvaro Baez. Alvaro? He's home studying. The outstanding senior in electronic media is Isabella Sendad. Next, hold your applause till the end. The outstanding senior in journalism is Jennifer York. There you are. Congratulations. Outstanding senior in broadcast journalism is Brianna Ross. And the final award, and this one is very close to my heart, is the Outstanding Graduate Student in Journalism and Media Management. My dear friend who finally gets me and my high school students into Channel 6 every summer, Stephanie Bertini. Stephanie? That's it. Thank you.
One of those is mine.
Oh,
stealing my stuff.
You know Bertini?
Here we go. Stuff where it says Danny. All right, it's me again, suckers. Get ready. Javi, I know I called you old, but like really, you look pretty young. Like from the forehead down, you look really young, I promise. Who would have thunk that the CNN guy would talk about exactly what you would expect a CNN guy to talk about? Does he pay rent, like, to be in your head, the president? All right, I digress. Thank you, Dr. Driscoll, and congratulations to all you outstanding graduates. Now, please welcome the French Fox, Anna Francois, to present the next award.
I'm also the official baby holder tonight, so. I'm here to present the Pfister Award. Pfister was the first dean of the School of Communication once it became a school, and that happened in 1985. Dr. Driscoll was just turning 5, and Professor Turley 3. So they didn't have a chance to meet him, but we give this award to the outstanding junior in media management, and this year that award goes to someone who I refer to as Gabby's boyfriend. Is he in the room? Justin Stevens, please come. I stuck to the script.
Guys, I know English is your second language, but seriously, this looks bad. Fourth language. God, make me feel bad. All right, congratulations, Justin. You're really a man of many talents. I didn't even know you were majoring in media management. I thought you were majoring in being Tasia's sidekick. Producer. That's what they all say. Speaking of Justin, we move on to the UMTV Awards. This year, UMTV won a number of prizes, including 2 nominations for National College Emmy Awards for News Vision and Sports Desk, and a win for Sports Desk. Take that, News Vision. 1 BEA Award of Excellence and 1 second place BEA Award, the finalists in 9 categories for National Broadcasting Society Awards, and 6 wins, 2 first place and 1 second place Florida Associated Press Student Broadcaster Awards, 2 finalists in the SPJ Mark of Excellence competition, with 1 win and 1 third place, and 4 nominations for the Suncoast Student Production Awards, aka Regional Emmy Awards, and 1 win for Sports Desk. In addition to that, they are the most self-congratulatory organization in the country, so give it up. The first UMTV award this evening is the Rex Pompadour Award, which is given for outstanding service to UMTV. Presenting it is UMTV's Manager of Broadcast Operations, who actually showed up tonight, Alex Morales.
Okay, so I'm supposed to do the Rex Pompadour Award. When UMTV was launched way back in 1981, Rex Pompadour was the first station manager of UMTV. Sadly, he did not have a chance to graduate because he died in a crash car while he was visiting his family for Thanksgiving break. He was only 21 years old. In recognition of his dedication to UMTV, each year, the Rex Pompadour Award is given to students whose service to the station goes above and beyond the call of duty. These are students who have worked consistently throughout the year on more than one show and excelled at it. This year, 7 students are receiving the Rex Pompadour Award, and they are a reporter, anchor, and associate producer for Newsbreak, and a reporter and anchor for News Vision, Tyler Walsh. Next one, reporter and anchor for Newsbreak, and anchor, reporter, and meteorologist for News Vision, Dave Downey. Okay, she's a server operator and package producer for Sports Desk and executive producer of Newsbreak, Gianna Sanchez. Technical director for Sports Desk and executive video producer of News Vision, Jenna Weiss. Director of Sports Desk and executive producer of News Vision, Justin Stevens. Reporter and anchor for News Vision, help on any show that needed help. And the station manager of UMTV, Brianna Ross. He's an audio operator and floor manager for Sports Desk, director of News Vision, executive producer of Newsbreak, assistant station manager of UMTV, and the list keep going. Everybody knows who he is. Ben Essie. Congratulations to all the winners.
Someone needs to stop me. After that last Alex comment, I looked over at the professors. It looked like a funeral. Boy, I need a muzzle. Guys, congratulations to all of you. It's been a pleasure working with all of you, and I can't wait to keep working with you guys. A lot of them underclassmen, so that's pretty impressive. Let's move on to the next UMTV Award for Outstanding Achievement in Producing. Those will be presented by Faculty Advisor for News Vision and Off the Wire, our favorite, Professor Boriana Treadwell.
Thank you, guys. And thank you, Javi, for reminding me why I miss CNN so much. I do, but I also enjoy being here a lot. So I switched the newsroom for the classroom, and I have no regrets whatsoever. I miss it a little bit sometimes. Anyway, so I'm presenting my favorite award, which is the award for producing. And for those of you who have known me, and that's most of you, you know that I was a producer just like Javi for most of my life, and I love being a producer, and I love you guys for wanting to be producers, for all of you who are getting awards tonight. Being a producer is really, really hard, as you all know, because it's such a tough job and it's behind the scenes, so you get no recognition whatsoever. And for this, and you work really hard. In fact, I found a mug recently that I want to show you, which is, I absolutely love it because it's true. It can be like that, and I'm getting you all a mug for that. And Javi can tell you it is like that in real life too, not just on UMTV sometimes. But it's fun. It's also fun, not just because we are on fire all the time, in a good way. It is a lot of fun. So I applaud all of you who want to be producers, who are putting in long hours, because you guys are amazing, and I'm really lucky to work with most of you. So back to my script that I wrote. Those of you who spent a lot of time in Studio B, which is a lot of you, have probably seen the plaque on the wall that dedicates the studio to the memory of Robert Corley Groves, who, just like Rex Pompadour that Alex just introduced, was a very successful alum who worked on several different TV stations that included ABC News. Sadly, just like Rex Pompadour, he died very young in a car accident, but his legacy lives on, and we dedicate this producing award in his memory. So the next few awards are given to students who show both dedication to and excellence in TV producing, and this year we have 12 students who have proven worthy of receiving the Robert Corley Groves Award by excelling in producing programs and segments for UMTV. So the 2019 recipients of this award are the executive producer of Sports Desk, Amanda Fuentes. The executive producer of Sports Desk, Valerie Ferrante. The executive producer of Sports Desk, Luis Gonzalez. The executive producer of News Vision, Tommy Fletcher. The executive producer of Pulse, Celine White. The executive producer of Pulse, Chelsea Lavelle. There's more. The executive producer of Off the Wire, Andrew Glover. The executive producer of Off the Wire and the director and producer of the cold open that you saw tonight, Joseph George. The executive producer of The Culture, Rachel Smith. The executive producer of The Culture, Christian Matas. The executive producer of Uni Miami, Sabrina Perez. And the executive producer of Uni Miami, Isabella Felpedo. All right.
Well, now that every single executive producer to every single show got their participation trophies, I mean awards. No, seriously, being an executive producer sucks. So, like, those guys, you should get paid, seriously. Congratulations to all of you. Let's move on out of UMTV, because we all think we're so great, to the Miami Hurricane newspaper. This year, the Hurricane has been honored with a number of awards from the Columbia Scholastic Press Association's Gold Circle that include five first places for news writing, news feature, blogging, caption writing, and briefs writing. 2 second places for headline writing and sidebar writing, 1 third place for personal opinion on campus issues, and 8 honorable mentions, in addition to the Tacosi Perry sex tape, which is just hilarious. Please welcome the Hurricane's editor-in-chief, Rebecca Goddard, to present the Miami Hurricane Student Media Awards.
Hello, I'm Rebecca. Before we start, I just want to thank our entire staff for being so amazing this year. It was my first semester as editor-in-chief, and you guys really made it a lot easier for me through your hard work and dedication. I appreciate all of you, our section editors, our photographers, our writers, our designers, everyone. You're all amazing, and thank you so much. I'm so excited to continue next year. Okay, so our first award is Most Improved Sports Writer. We have 3 nominees for this category: Justin Sobelman, Maxwell Trink, and Austin Pert. And our winner is Maxwell Trink. Right. Moving on, next category is our Best Sports Profile. We had a lot of really good profiles this year highlighting our athletes and everyone who works in our sports and athletics department. Our nominees are Austin Pert for a profile on Anna Backman, a golf player, and Josh White for a profile on an usher who works at the baseball stadium, and our winner is Josh White. And our last category for sports is our Best Sports Photo. We have a lot of really great and passionate sports photographers, including Josh Halper, Matt Bernacki, and our photo editor, Hunter Krenian, sorry. And our award goes to Hunter. Okay, and our next category is news. The first category in this is Most Improved News Writer. We have 3 amazing nominees: Esther Enamalu, Amir Mahmoud, and Noor Khalid. And our winner is Noor. I don't think she's here, but thank you. Best News Profile, again, just highlighting some of the amazing people who work here at UM and who make our community so great. We have some nominees, Esther Anamalu, Jamie Harn, and Peter Gimble and Anna Timmons for a joint project. And Peter and Anna are our winners for their profile on Donna Shalala. And the next award is our Best Investigative Report. We had a lot of really amazing stuff come out of our paper this year, a lot of really big projects, two of which, our biggest ones were our end of semester projects, our first one being our piece on the 4 student deaths that occurred last semester, and then this semester we worked on a piece about cheating at UM. And this award really can't go to one specific person because our whole staff worked really hard on both of these pieces. So I'd like to present this award to the entire Miami Hurricane staff for our work on the Can It Happen Here Too, Cheating the System at UM. Okay, I'll give it to them later, I guess. And for opinion, we have a lot of really important opinion pieces this semester that I really enjoyed reading and editing. For our most improved opinion writer, the winner is Daniela Perez. Our best editorial goes to Kayanne Henry for her work on the disturbing shooting show's need for even stronger gun laws in Florida. Our best opinion column, there was some nominees, Alexandra Diaz for Fox News Stole My Dad, Daniela Perez for the indoctrination that comes with the Catholic education, and Kayanne Henry for Trump's reopening of government reminds us that the wall he wants already exists. And the winner is Alexandra Diaz for Fox News Stole My Dad. Next is Edge, our arts and entertainment section. Our most improved Edge writer is Veronica Lucchesi. Our best Edge spread, this one is sort of a group effort. Me and Jordan wrote the words, Hunter took the photos, but this award really belongs to Austin Lent for designing the best Edge spread for our Best of UM edition. And our best Edge review goes to Jordan Lewis for her Ultra music review. Right. For multimedia, our best cover photo. We had a lot of really cool things happen this semester and this year, including photos of Michelle Obama coming to campus, homecoming fireworks, football players posing with the turnover chain, all made really cool cover photos. But the winner goes to Hunter again for Trump at FIU. Next is our best cover graphic. We had a lot of cool graphics again, just like photos. Some of my favorites were for our Valentine's Day edition, for our Jobs edition, but the winner is a much more simple piece, more poignant, and that goes to Austin Lent for his acceptance letter for sale graphic. And for best web design, something we're really trying to work on. And our online editor, Zachary Zitnick, has helped a lot, so he wins Best Web Design for his work on cheating the system at UM. And last but not least, our best social media post goes to Jordan Lewis for her work on our New York City conference Instagram story. And we'd also like to just acknowledge two of our graduating seniors, Hunter, our photo editor, who's done so much amazing work for us. Thank you. We really appreciate all that you've done. And I never got the chance to work with this person, but he was our sports editor last year, and I've heard only amazing things. So Isaiah Kim Martinez, thank you for all you've done. And thank you again to all of the Hurricane staff for all the amazing work you do.
Distraction Magazine is the award-winning monthly magazine, and in the past year, Distraction has been honored with first, second, and third place Pinnacle Awards from the College Media Association, second place Apple Award from the College Media Association New York City Convention, 2 Mark of Excellence Awards from the Society of Professional Journalists, a Pacemaker Award from the Associated Collegiate Press, as well as 3rd and 5th Best of Show for magazine and website at the Louisville Convention, and 2nd Best of Show for magazine at the La Jolla Convention. Sure. And 8 gold circles and 1 gold crown from the Columbia Scholastic Press Association. And now, I'd like to invite Distraction's Editor-in-Chief, Teddy Wilson, to present the next student awards. You don't look like Justin's girlfriend.
Hi, everyone. My name is Teddy Wilson. I'm the editor-in-chief of Distraction, or Justin's girlfriend's boss. So it's been a great year for Distraction. We've won numerous awards and gone to a few conventions where we've learned a lot, all the way across the country. But more than that, we've grown a lot this year. You may have noticed that Distraction had a new and refined look, and that's a vision that our staff set out for at the beginning of the year, and I think we really accomplished that, so I'm very proud of my staff for that. Props to you guys. Every member of our team brings something to the table, and they're each valuable in their own right, so thank you, and for all of your hard work, and I'd like to present these awards. This certificate goes to someone who, despite all of her involvements and many time commitments on campus, is always there for the magazine and always pulls through and does an amazing job in her work. So the most devoted award goes to Gianna Sanchez. This next award goes to someone who is a freshman this year and really came to Distraction very eager and was just looking to get involved in any way possible. He's always there for us. He does anything that we ask him to do: PR, writing, fact-checking, modeling, literally anything for us. He's always amazing. He stayed there until 8 a.m. on our very last deadline just to keep us company and boost morale. This award goes to Keegan Larkin for Most Improved. I have a second award for Most Improved. This goes to a member of our staff who stepped up into a position as it opened in the first semester. She really took on exactly what we were asking her to do and went above and beyond and has grown so much in her role. She can't be with us tonight, but I'm sure Justin will accept on her behalf. Gabby Rosenblum. Okay, our next award goes to someone who joined Distraction as a senior in high school, reaching out to the then editor-in-chief, very eager, and has had many roles in Distraction, and we like to think of her as our triple threat. She's an amazing writer, an amazing designer, and an amazing photographer. Without her, we don't know what we would do, and we're going to miss her very much next year. Our VIP of the year is Olivia Stauber. Okay, this award goes to someone who always pulls through and shows a ton of commitment, and she's an incredible writer, an incredible editor, and she's amazing with our writers, with our contributing writers, and she's always there for me whenever I need something. She's very reliable, very committed, and just a great person to work with. This award is for Story of the Year, and it goes to Isabella Vaccaro for her story on cocaine cowboys. And our final award of the year is just for the overall piece of the year, which means that it goes to the writer, designer, and photographer for this story. You can find it in the last issue of Distraction, which is on stands now. It goes to Joey, Olivia, and Sonia Brahman and Chabo for The Rad and the Gnarly, skate culture. Thank you.
Guys, I know this thing might be long, but like everybody keeps leaving. It's not a Sig Splickle class. I thought I was keeping you guys entertained. Sheesh. Trying to, fluctuate my voice here. Ibis is not only the last bird to leave town before a hurricane and our own mascot Sebastian, but also the name of the award-winning Yearbook. For the 2017 edition of the Ibis, the Yearbook received the Pacemaker Award from the Associated Collegiate Press and the Yearbook of the Year, as well as 5 Pinnacle Awards from the College Media Association. The 2018 Ibis earned Best of Show in Yearbook at the National College Media Convention, as well as the Midwinter National College Journalism Convention, which are both given by the Associated Collegiate Press. It also received 2 Apple Awards from the College Media Association and the 58 Gold Circle Plus, which is the only Gold Crown Award given to any collegiate yearbook from the Columbia Scholastic Press Association. Here to present the Ibis Yearbook Student Media Awards, please welcome Editor-in-Chief Morgan Thompson.
Hello, everyone. So tonight I wanted to thank my entire staff for such a great year. As you heard, the 2018 yearbook had a fantastic award season, and it wouldn't be possible with such a dedicated group. So I'm gonna jump right into awards. Many of my staff members weren't able to be here tonight, but they are all greatly appreciated. So first off, this person's work is exceptional in that it truly immerses you in the story. Congratulations to Isabella Mercado for the Storyteller Award. And I won't list all of the gold circles that this person earned for their excellent design, but they earned 9 first place awards, 5 second place awards, and 4 third place awards. Our best designer, Casey Liu. So at the beginning of this year, this person could barely hold a camera or take a photo. And now they play such a vital role in picking up last-minute tasks and helping me out immensely. Congratulations to Daniel Palma for Most Improved. And last but certainly not least, to the person who has shown great dedication in the short amount of time I've known them, congratulations to Karina Sloan, our lifesaver and our incoming editor-in-chief. Thank you, everyone. Have a good night.
Almost done. Next, we have the Senior Awards for Outstanding Achievement and Service at the School of Communication. Please welcome the faculty advisor to UMTV Sports Desk and advisor to the NBS Aero chapter, Professor Ed Juleby.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Much too kind, much too kind. Alpha Epsilon Rho, or A Rho, is the honor society within the National Broadcasting Society. Hold on, forgot something. Okay, so, as I was saying, the Alpha Epsilon Rho chapter was founded in 1941. UM's chapter dates all the way back to 1949, or 70 years ago, which is probably the last time Off the Wire aired a funny sketch. That's what it says here. I'm just sticking to the script. I'm sorry. I'm just kidding. We know actually that never happened. They've never actually aired a funny sketch. But anyway, seriously. Each year, 5 seniors are honored by AERO for academic achievement and outstanding service within the School of Communication. These awards are voted on by the School of Communication faculty. So this year, it gives me great pleasure to present you this year's recipients, Madison Brown. All right, next is Kayla Brown. Kayla, are you here? No? All right, we'll make sure she gets hers. Next is, I know she's here, Brianna Ross. Next is Isaiah Kim Martinez. All right, and last is Marissa Vanish. We know she's studying abroad this semester, but I'll make sure she gets her award in the fall. So congratulations to Marissa. Congratulations to all of you, and please remain where you are because here to present the next award to one of you, please welcome the chair of the Department of Journalism and Media Management, Professor Sam Torelli.
The next award goes to one of these outstanding seniors who received the most votes from faculty and peers. The Cephalo Award was created to honor the work and the dedication to the program by Carolyn Cephalo, who was a faculty member here some years ago. I worked with Carolyn. And those of you who may think that Juleby and Treadwell can be a little difficult, she actually makes them look like pussycats. So you can only imagine what it would have been like. Her dedication to the school was very well known. Those of you who use that little piece of expensive equipment known as the Driscoll machine and any number of other cameras were actually paid for by Carolyn's husband and Carolyn, who have made very generous donations to the school over the years. We really do have to thank them. The Cephalo Award recognizes the most outstanding graduating senior, and I'm thrilled tonight to announce that that person is, and I had to read the name twice to make sure it wasn't Diana Ross, but Brianna Ross. Thank you.
Shocker, the person who runs the whole operation wins it. Well, that's all for the show tonight. Thank you guys for coming. Had a lot of fun at your guys' expenses, a little bit at my expense. Good shot, Juleby. But really, to all the seniors, Amanda, Isaiah, Luis, Erica, Joseph, Brianna, Emmy, you know, everybody I might be, Maddie, everybody I might be forgetting who's not in UMTV, because I don't know anybody outside of UMTV. Every senior, like, thank you guys for everything you did. The media on campus will not be the same without you guys. You've definitely left your footprint here, which is one of the most important markers that I think a journalist can make. So really give it up for the seniors. You guys are pretty awesome, and on to great things. And congratulations to all of the winners. Please remain for your picture to be taken afterward. And before we wrap you for good, here's once again the outgoing UMTV student manager, Brianna Ross, with an important message.
Hello, everyone. Thank you all. I'm not going to take too much time anymore, but thank you all for coming, and I just want to say thank you to everyone for letting me be your UMTV station manager, those of you who are in UMTV, and I just want to present to you and introduce to you the incoming UMTV station manager, who is truly a gem, and he's a gem, and you all are in great hands, Mr. Benjamin Ezzy.
But cool. Thank you. Have a good night.